my tradition as a Jew, I believe that whatever we receive, we must share. Hello, my name is Anita Friedman. For the past 4 years, I have served as chairperson of the Fundraising Division of World WIZO. Fundraising is a very important priority for WIZO because the money we receive from the Israeli government for the services we provide is not enough to meet all the needs of the many people for whom WIZO is so important. Most of the donations to WIZO are raised by you, the federations, and the main role of the fundraising division is to help you in this critically important task. In addition, we also raise funds directly from private donors, foundations, and others. So when I say we, I mean all of us together, the federations, the fundraising division, and the many people who support our fundraising work. Let's start with some numbers. In the past 4 years, we have raised a total of 290 million new Israeli shekels. Of these, 150 million shekels was for quota, which supports general budget and which the federations work so very hard to raise each year. And 140 million shekels was for designated projects such as renovations, programs, bar and bat mitzvahs, food campaigns, and much, much more. The credit for this achievement goes first and foremost to you, the federations. It's your dedication, hard work, and generosity that makes all of this possible. We are deeply grateful to you and say thank you. These are very impressive numbers, especially when we consider that most of the donations to WIZO are raised by volunteers with very few professional fundraisers, and that here in WIZO we have very small staff and a very modest budget. To give you a sense of how efficient we are, I can tell you that the fundraising costs at WIZO are about 1/10. Yes, you heard that right. 1/10 of the industry standard. Over the past 4 years, all of our work has been guided by two main principles. First, greater professionalization, and second, great trust and transparency. We are committed to a high professional standard in everything we do. For example, the quality of the proposals, reports, and marketing materials we produce, and our insistence that all fundraising matters be handled by our division and not dispersed chaotically throughout the WIZO system. Our investment in greater professionalism also extends to the federations. We are working hard to help you become more effective, and your response to this effort has been incredibly positive. One of the ways we are doing this is through the work of a special fundraising consultant, Yarif Sultan, who has been with us for the past 2 years, working closely with WIZO Germany and WIZO UK, and also advising WIZO New York. We encourage additional federations to consider working with him. However, professionalism is not enough. To succeed in fundraising, we need trust and transparency. You, our federations and donors, need to know that the information we provide you is accurate and complete. You need to be confident that we are not hiding anything from you. And when you ask questions, no matter how difficult, we need to provide honest, timely answers. And you need to also know that we welcome your feedback and that when there is criticism, we listen and learn. Without this trust and transparency, we cannot succeed. Another area of focus has been what I call national projects. The money that has been raised in the past 4 years has benefited hundreds of WIZO projects. Most of these funds were raised by you, the federations, for the projects that you sponsor. The idea of sponsorship has been a great WIZO tradition, creating a long-term sense of ownership and connection between you and the daycare centers, youth villages, and other projects you sponsor. But WIZO has many needs that are national, that apply throughout the whole WIZO system. For these projects, we need many federations to join hands and help together as one large movement. In the past 4 years, we have encouraged you to support such projects as well. Here are a few examples. WIZO has implemented a wonderful literacy program for small children called PJ Library, or in Hebrew, Sifriyat Pijama. Once a month, each child in the 2 to 3-year-old age group in all WIZO daycare centers receives a specially selected Hebrew language Jewish heritage book written specially for the program. The teachers conduct lessons in class to be continued at home with the parents. This promotes language and reading skills, and it also strengthens the parent-child bond through the shared experience of reading together at bedtime. Because this program is implemented in all our daycare centers, many federations have taken part in supporting it. Since 2016, we have raised 1.2 million shekels from 13 federations, which has enabled us to purchase over 200,000 books for 25,000 children from all over Israel. Now, that is what I call impact. Another area that is of national significance is domestic violence. In the past 4 years, we have fully renovated our Gina Frommer shelter for women victims of domestic violence and their children in Jerusalem. We're about to begin a similar renovation in Ashdod. Also, we have greatly expanded our innovative nationwide programs to battle domestic violence throughout Israel. We have raised 30 million shekels for all these projects, and more federations are joining in this important mission. One of the great initiatives of the last 4 years has been the complete renovation of 19 dormitories in our 6 residential youth villages and schools. This is nothing less than a revolution for thousands of teenage girls and boys. We have totally transformed the conditions in which these young people live, turning very old, severely run-down dormitories into safe, modern, and comfortable homes. They richly deserve this. For this, we raised 25 million shekels in a funding partnership of the federations, foundations, and the Israeli government. These are 3 examples of how you, the worldwide WIZO movement, working together, we can have a huge impact in the lives of tens of thousands of Israelis, children, women, families, and youth. We look forward to promoting more such projects in the future. I would like to thank you all again from the bottom of my heart. And I would also like to express my gratitude to the hardworking, devoted, and talented professionals, staff, interns, and volunteers of the fundraising division here in World WIZO. I have enjoyed every moment of work with you for the past 4 years, and I have learned so much from you. You are a great team, and each and every one of you, Mali Ben-Ari, Hila Kalev, Liora Godfeder, Adi Dror, Monique Asher, Annette Crandall, Yariv Sultan, Dani Shapiro, the wonderful volunteers and interns who have helped us so much, and a special word of thanks to Galit Jacobi, Susanna Kleiner, and Rachel Dar for always being there when we needed you. I will close with a beautiful quote from the Jerusalem Talmud. Tzedakah and acts of kindness are the equivalent of all the mitzvot of the Torah. And all of you and all of WIZO members and supporters around the world, through your dedication and love of Am Israel and Medinat Israel, are a living manifestation of the concept of tzedakah. Thank you.